What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another gatorSTUDIOS video. Now, look, today I gotta bring up something, bro. I gotta bring up something. Now, y'all know, right? As of recent, I've changed up the formula of my content a little bit. It went from it was like voiceover, like joking content about and I was giving character reviews on things, like stuff like that. And then I kind of switched into doing things like that IRL. Now it's more so I'm working on bigger projects with interesting ideas where I like throwing skits here and there, right? But this, at the end of the day, is still a nerd related channel, bro. It will always be, and that's what every video is about, really. Iron Fist. We gotta get to Iron Fist. So, for those of y'all that don't know, Iron Fist is coming back. Danny Rand is coming back, to be exact. So, I gotta talk about this, bro. I don't really bring up, I don't think I bring up my favorite superheroes a lot on this channel, but Iron Fist, Danny Rand is one of my favorite superheroes among Blade, Spider-Man, Ghost Rider, all those characters, right? Always has been, ever since I was a little kid. I've always loved Iron Fist. And basically, Danny Rand kind of gets the short end of the stick every single day. A quick, brief summary. The 50th anniversary of Danny Rand Iron Fist happened 2 years ago, 2023. You know what they did on this 50th anniversary? Murdered him. He got his leg and his arm chopped off. And in 616, the mainline Marvel Universe, Danny Rand has been dead ever since. Ever since that, he's been slumped in the dirt. The new mantle of Iron Fist going up to what most people probably know him from, Lin Lee, the one in Marvel Rivals. So they announced a couple days ago that Danny Rand is coming back in a new comic book called Undead Iron Fist. It'll be a 4-part comic series about him coming back, I guess, getting his vengeance. Now, look, I'm gonna just say this right now. First of all, we're doing a big video on that, okay? I'm physically getting the copies of it. I'm reading it, and I'm gonna break down. After I read each issue, I'm gonna let y'all know how I feel. I'm gonna read the next issue, let y'all know. It's gonna be a video. That's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. I'm just letting you know right now. That's gonna happen. But, okay. Here's my thing, right? This is mainly, I do got another big video coming. I'm on the works of it. Y'all will see this soon. But this is mainly like a rant as a Iron Fist Marvel fan, a comic fan. This is really for my comic peoples who are indulged in the conversation and want to know, right? Because here's my thing, bruh. Free Danny. Marvel has been doing Danny terribly for years. Unfortunately, the character has just gotten bad representation through media. He obviously, everybody knows his show kind of got bombed. And then he was an Ultimate Spider-Man, but I don't really know if I'd consider that a good representation for any character in that show besides Spider-Man. And the features that come along. But nobody really knows who Danny is. Nobody really cares about Danny. And that's the problem, because he's just been disrespected. And then on top of that, Marvel does not utilize the Iron Fist at all. Look, Iron Fist is an incredibly powerful character that a lot of people don't even realize. He can do a lot of things with his chi. He can heal with it. He can put it in any part of his body, not just his fist. He can put his chi into objects. He can shoot guns with it. Hypothetically, right, he could grab Captain America's shield, put chi into it, and throw it. And it would do more damage. Iron Fist is a very powerful character. But Marvel just underutilizes him a lot. Unfortunately, too, there's also people that claim the character is racist. Basically, if y'all don't know Iron Fist's origin, and when I say the character's racist, I don't mean the character himself, like Danny Rand. They mean the character of Iron Fist. Basically, if y'all don't know, Danny, a little white boy, right? He's rich. His parents got killed in the snow, and the people of Kunlun found him, took him in, and raised him to be the Iron Fist. Basically, it's a trope that happened a lot in back in the day, where they'd consider it a white savior, where a white person would like go into like another culture or whatever and become like the champion of it, right? Which I understand, right? I get it, right? But this is the thing. Iron Fist is a character that exists. We know Danny. And when I say I like Iron Fist, I don't mean I like the variations of Iron Fist. I like Danny Rand. That's who I grew up with. That's who I know. That's the character I like. Sure, you know, you could say that the origin is a little outdated. But I mean, is that really a reason to eliminate the character? Now, I'm not saying that's why Marvel chose the path that they've chosen for him, but you know, there are definitely people who believe that his character should be gone and be replaced with somebody that it, because Kunlun realistically is a mythical city. It's not a real place, but it's obviously inspired off of like Asia, whatever else, right? A lot of people believe that Iron Fist should be Asian, which Lin Lee is. Here's my thing. I don't dislike Lin Lee. I don't dislike any like predecessors to a character. I just don't get why we need those in comics. Like, I like Lin Lee, but why can't he just be his own character? Why can't Iron Fist be his own character? I know Iron Fist is a mantle that gets passed down, but like Danny's still here. They did say every Iron Fist apparently is gonna die at the age 33. That is just what they said, which he happened to die on his 33rd birthday, by the way. But I just feel like that little trope in comics is just, it like ruins a character for me. Ghost Rider is one of my favorite characters, but it's not even Johnny Blaze anymore. It's Robbie Reyes, which once again, I don't have a problem with Robbie Reyes, but why not just make him another character if you want to make Robbie Reyes in the Marvel Universe? I grew up with these characters. I grew to know their personalities, like their personalities, and they're just gone like that. Without a doubt, hands down, Danny Rand and Luke Cage's friendship is like my favorite duo in all of comics. Low-key, probably in media alone, bro. Iron Fist and Power Man comics have to be like some of the most fun I've ever had reading comics. Like just the vibes, the friendship, everything. They're lit. They're elite comic books. And it's like I just miss seeing those fun little adventures with Danny and Luke. And I just miss seeing those kinds of things, bro. I miss seeing their personalities. I really miss Danny's personality. But like, if you ever see Iron Fist, it's not Danny anymore. So basically, I fear that this book is probably gonna go one of three ways. One, the way that I hope it goes, Danny just becomes Iron Fist again. If he coexists with Lin Lee, that's whatever. I would rather Lin Lee just be the Sword Master, be an original character. Because I also think when there's multiple of one character in a universe, it kind of makes them less special. Like, Miles in 616 is cool. But like, then we're just throwing any Spider person in. Why is Spider-Gwen in 616? Why is Spider-Gwen? That makes Peter less unique as time goes on. Like, what are we talking about? Why is Spider-Gwen in 616? And then they resurrected Gwen Stacy, and now there's two. You know what? Not even the point. I see it as either he just comes back, becomes Iron Fist again, which is what I hope, what I'm praying. 2, this is their way of Dead just eliminating the character. He gets his 4-part, and this is the end of Danny Rand, which I pray doesn't happen. I pray. Or 3, something else happens where they don't get rid of Danny, but, you know, something new happens with him, which I hope doesn't happen, because I like Danny Rand as Iron Fist. Like I like Peter Parker as Spider-Man, because I know Peter Parker as Spider-Man. I like Danny Rand as Iron Fist. If my boy Danny gets perished, if they throw him away, I'm gonna crash out, bro. Do not do that. Do not do that. Please. What I hope, what I'm theorizing about this comic, for those of you that don't know, again, right? Iron Fist, basically, his origin a little bit, his parents died, like I said. This was caused from his dad's best friend. To which, when he was in Kunlun and training and became the Iron Fist, he came back to New York as an adult. And he decided he was like on a quest for vengeance to kill his dad's best friend, right? He finds him, he sees that he's like sick and old, and he learns, he's like, okay, maybe that's not the way. Maybe that's not the way, right? And he becomes like understanding about this, to which he meets Luke, and Luke is on the same like path of vengeance and anger. He's a very angry person, and he helps Luke lock in, stay calm, things of that nature. Hence why their friendship is so good, so important, because they help each other both in many different ways. I feel like this very well couldn't happen, but I feel like what it's gonna be is it might be a little like retelling. I feel like this might be a little retelling of Danny's story, and they might maybe switch some things up with his origin. They've done that before, low-key, but they might do it again. What I think is gonna happen, he's probably gonna find dude that killed him, and he's almost gonna kill him, and then he decides not to, like a callback to the past, which I think would be cool. Then again, also, he could just dead kill dude. I really don't know. Either way, I wouldn't mind, because I would murk him. I would off him if I was Danny, but that's why I'm not a superhero. I really don't know, but that's my theory as to how it will go, how it will play out. And please, within these 4 issues, reunite Danny and Luke. Please. If they don't do that, I'm gonna be hot. I'm gonna be mad. But that's that. Look, I just had to come on here and rant and get this out because, bro, let 2026 be the year of Iron Fist, bro, please. We need proper representation for Danny Rand. He's been done dirty, he's been dragged to the dirt, he's been disrespected. Please, bro. If they do some crazy stuff, I'm gonna crash out, bro. And y'all will find out. So please, I'm begging the Marvel gods, the one above all, don't do Danny crazy, okay? Look, I appreciate y'all watching, and I will catch you next time in the next video. And until next time, peace. Subscribe maybe.